Hi everyone and welcome to ecs.Camarilla.Pro indicator explained. So price action trading school. We will explain Camarilla.Pro indicator, what it does and why it will be important for you in your everyday trading decisions. Of course, before I start, have in mind that everything you see here is my personal opinion only, and this is my own developed method of trading that I've been personally trading. So this is what you might like to hear. Our trading has always 4 pillars that are explained in this video, and generally in the way how I teach. Those are Camarilla.Pro strategy, market analysis, risk management, and of course trading psychology. Okay, so this is very important for you, and we can basically start. For all questions, please just wait until we finish with the presentation. Then you can ask me whatever is not clear or you would like to know. I will be glad to answer. Okay, so let's start, guys. So we first go with introduction to Camarilla.Pro indicator. This is our proprietary indicator based on Camarilla levels, and Camarilla history is a bit long. Because we usually have a bit of history with banks, and retail traders simply do not follow banks. They follow their own strategies, they follow their own money management and rules. But the general thing is that all things that you trade should be very clear, very concise, and of course you always need to follow the rules. Camarilla indicator is based on the rules which we use to trade the price. Of course, this indicator is applied to different systems and methods. I personally have my own method, and it's called Camarilla.Pro. So this is just about this indicator, Camarilla.Pro indicator. Just give me a few seconds, and yeah, for all guys, questions and answers, be patient. I will answer a little bit later. Okay, so we proceed. Camarilla.Pro indicator allows naked trading that is practiced by floor traders. It shows strong support and resistance levels that we usually use for my Camarilla.Pro method. Of course, not necessarily Camarilla.Pro is to be traded. Maybe you have your own method, maybe you have your own system. But the point is that this indicator is very powerful, and if you follow it with proper money management, you will definitely have success, because I know Camarilla very, very well, and I've been using it for last, let's say, approximately 8 years. This indicator that is called Camarilla.Pro indicator has the multiple time frame overlay. It can be switched to different time frames. It also gives you trade level suggestions. So basically, this indicator gives you levels where you can actually place your entries, stops, and targets. But have in mind, that is just like how floor traders did it in the past. As I say, I don't trade strictly Camarilla levels. I use Camarilla levels in my system. So basically, you might like to use it too. Also, if you know what Camarilla is and you have all these levels, I will explain, of course, how you can use it. Each level has the option to show the exact price. There are different level labels, but the indicator also displays quarterly time frames, and each time frame is customizable. Camarilla.Pro indicator is used to identify support and resistance levels. It also helps you with determining the trend. It adds confluence to the chart, so you can find better entries. It also shows bullish and bearish zones of the day or week. It spots triggers on the chart, and it provides clear entry and exit points. So that is also very important, that you know that it provides clear entry and exit points. Also, that is important is you can switch between time frames. I personally use 1 hour time frame for intraday trading. 4 hour is used with Camarilla.Pro light method, and it is for swing trading. The beauty of this indicator is that automatically displays different levels based on a time frame. So when you open 1 hour time frame, it will show you daily levels and weekly levels. If you open 4-hour time frame, it will show you weekly levels and monthly levels. If you open daily time frame, it will show you monthly levels and quarterly levels. So those are very, very important, guys, because on this indicator you can actually combine multiple time frames into single one. My method of trading is Camarilla MACD, and it uses a multiple time frame analysis for spotting better entries and exit points. Also, guys, what is important is that it has inside it has the automatic time frame switch. So once you actually switch between time frames, your levels, Camarilla levels, will adjust accordingly. That is also a very, very good asset. It also has the HTF overlay, so higher time frame overlay, as I explained. It can be traded naked. If you know how to trade it naked, okay. I personally don't trade naked Camarilla levels. As I explained, I use it in my method. So maybe there is an option just to integrate it with some naked price action strategies, but I don't use it. Because, guys, now you know that we all are a bit short in time, and we just want to automate our methods and systems so we can find better entries, we can find faster entries, because I spend like literally full trading sessions, almost full 2 trading sessions to spot entries. But fortunately for me, each hour my system notifies me of potential entries, and then I choose out of 4 signals, I choose the best usually. So that is the beauty of having indicators too. But as I say, maybe you can also incorporate these levels into some sort of a naked trading method. It's clear levels, there is no cluttering, and of course Camarilla MACD also can display historical levels. These are settings on the Camarilla.Pro indicator. Show mode shows current and historical levels. Auto time frames shows true and false levels. Camarilla time frames shows 1 month, 1 hour to monthly time frame. It can show bare, some, or all levels. I will also, guys, show you a live chart, but this is just for you to know. Then it shows label price. It's always useful to have a label price just close to the indicator lines. Higher time frame is always true. Trade levels, and that is what we will see on the live chart if you want to trade naked. Of course, Camarilla shows weekly levels on 1 hour time frame, daily levels, but it also shows L1 and H1 and pivot point. On intraday time frames, if the price is between L1 and H1, this is the range, and that is one of the best ranging, I can say, indicators you can ever see, because whenever the price is below L1 and H1, you know that the price is in range and that you should actually stay away from trading until price makes a clear signal or breaks the levels. So it's very, very useful, because even if you go to 4 hour time frame, if you see that the price is between L1 and H1, it means that the price is ranging also on 4 hour time frame. Monthly levels are also clearly shown on 4 hour time frame. So you can see it shows monthly levels. It also shows weekly levels, and it shows also, as I explained, L1 and H1 level. And the same thing applies to weekly chart. Whenever the price is between L1 and H1, it means that the market is ranging. And finally, on weekly time frame, it shows quarterly levels, monthly levels, and of course monthly L1 and H1 and pivot point. Same thing if the price is in between L1 and H1, it is in a ranging mode. I use POC zones. This is just for my system, how I trade. And on my Camarilla MACD MTF method, POC zones are detected automatically. Of course, with Price Action Training School, I'm teaching you everything you need to know about the price. So this is actually just a display of what Camarilla can do. That is very, very good when you want to find a confluence between different price indicators that shows buyers and sellers. Okay. Now, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I will open the chart, so you will be able to see my Camarilla MACD method in action. Actually, not Camarilla MACD, but Camarilla indicator in action. Just give me a few seconds so I can actually, okay, and we will have a naked chart like this one. We'll just apply the indicator itself. Okay. And also you see here with my Camarilla MACD MTF trading method, here the account is in a profit. Okay, so you see profit is 1,174 euros. So it's good. I'm using very conservative strategy also on this account. And yeah, this is the power of Camarilla. Okay, this is the indicator itself. Okay, and these are settings here. By default, you will see these levels. Now, if you go to indicators list here, you will be able to see, okay, weekly levels, show labels true, show labels price is true. Okay, this is for colors. You can also change colors if you want. Of course, everything is customizable. Here you can see. Now we have these labels below the line, just close to the lines. It's important that, as I said, that on 1 hour time frame it shows daily and weekly levels. If you go to 4 hour time frame, it will show H5 level. It will show weekly levels with, of course, extremes and monthly levels too. If you go to daily level, daily time frame, it will show monthly and quarterly. If you go to weekly, then you will also see quarterly and monthly levels. Now, what these lines actually mean? H3 and L3 are intraday support and resistance levels. Weekly H3 and L3 are intra-week support and resistance levels. Whenever the price is above weekly H3 on 1 hour time frame, we say that market is bullish. If the price drops below weekly L3 on 1 hour time frame, it shows that market is actually bearish. Now, actually, here you can see that euro dollar, yeah, based on my method. For example, guys, I already have a trade on my other account, but I can also open a small trade here on this live account. So basically, this is it, just to actually place it. Yeah, you see, I'm opening based on my Camarilla MACD method. I want also to trade here. So this is live, right? Live webinar. So I'm trading live also. You see, this is Marubozu candle now. And actually, I will show you now why I also think that the price could proceed to go up. Based on my high volatility method, price has already reached 88.6, but you see, it's still above weekly H3. Now I place this Camarilla to show you that actually, if you compare Camarilla to other pivot point indicators, it can tell you whether the market is bullish or bearish just by looking at these weekly points on intraday time frame. So here you can see that the price is above weekly H3, and it means that the market is still bullish. It is rejecting from 88.6, so that is why I made this live trade here. Okay, now we can actually move to other market just to explain about the levels. You see the market is below weekly H3, so clearly it's bearish. This indicator can be a great asset to any strategy you trade or you might want to create, because it's very powerful and it shows always good levels of support and resistance. These extreme levels, such as weekly L5 and weekly H5, are weekly highest price projection point. So as I already explained, when the price is below H3 and L3, it means that markets are consolidating. Usually on intraday time frame, daily L3 will be broken before weekly L3, but sometimes it can happen that weekly L3 is also broken, like here. No matter what, you always need to watch 1 hour time frame for the best. Let's say for me that is the best time frame, best win to loss ratio, and a lot of chance to trade actually the markets. So here you can see that we already reached daily L4 level daily, and daily H4 are breakout points. Whenever the price breaks L4 levels, it tends to gravitate towards L5 levels. The same goes with weekly. When weekly L4 is broken, price tends to gravitate towards weekly L5. When weekly H4 or daily H4 are broken, price tends to gravitate towards H5 levels. So that is why you need to pay attention also to these potential breakout points. Also, these Camarilla levels can be very, very good for placing stop losses. For example, on euro-dollar trade, when we see that daily L4 is 1350, I think that if the price is above 1340, this is just placing stop loss. As soon as the price is above 1350 and it stays above 1350, the market will remain bullish. If it breaks this level, stop loss will be hit, and let's say we are out of the trade. But according to momentum, this could be another push to the upside. We will see. Regarding Camarilla, this is one of the reasons why I placed my stop loss below, because below daily L4, the market might turn bearish. Until then, buyers might try to push the price up. Also, one of the reasons why the euro dollar is dropping is the correlation between the GBP dollar and euro dollar, because you see the huge drop in GBP is also moving the euro dollar down. That is positive correlation between euro and GBP. So it's not like euro weakness or dollar strength. It's more like GBP weakness that is dragging down correlated pairs. So definitely a very, very useful indicator. One of the settings, guys, you might also like to use to develop your own, let's say, naked method is so-called trade levels. If we set to true and trade levels to true, you will see these recommendations. These are actually how floor traders traded. Long is placed here, second long there, third long there, fourth long, fifth long here. So you need to divide one position into 5 smaller positions. So if you want to trade with 0.10 lots, you need to actually open each trade with 0.02 lots. One trade here, second trade here, third, fourth, and fifth trades are there. Stop loss goes here. It's actually good strategy to trade naked, but I haven't been trading it like that. But definitely it's good, because each time you open a small trade, this is called scaling in, your profits will go exponentially up and your losses will go exponentially down. But this is just one of the useful features of the Camarilla MACD. Maybe someone can apply to some naked strategy or trading strategy. I don't do it, and I haven't traded naked, but let's say that this is also a good thing to try to do it. Okay, also what is important is, I already said, it's when you switch to sum, you will also see L1 and H1 levels. Let me just remove this now. Okay, so trade false. Yeah, this is L1 and H1, and H1 and L1 on weekly. So definitely when price is between these points, price is ranging. Okay, sometimes you will be able to spot. You see, this is it. Very, very good example. You see price between daily H1 and L1, it means that it's ranging. Whenever the price breaks, it means that the breakout is on the way. So this is about the Camarilla indicator. As I said, it's very useful. It's good to be applied on any strategy you want, using your own rules. Colors you can change yourself. If you need, guys, any explanation, if anything is not clear, just go ahead and ask me. But this is very, very good, powerful indicator that I always use in my trading and making trading decisions. Yeah, I had a question also a few days ago from a trader who was interested in Camarilla. He asked me, is it possible to combine candlesticks with Camarilla indicator? And the answer is yes, you can combine it, but then it will be like some sort of a naked trading method. So you need to actually you need to know what you're doing if you want to combine only candlesticks with Camarilla. Because how I do, it's not, the candlestick is not enough. You need to have other things, but maybe you can do it. But definitely there are a lot of there is a lot of confluence between candlesticks and Camarilla levels. For example, here you see this is like a bearish engulfing pattern at weekly H3. These are shooting stars at weekly H3, shooting star, Marubozu. Everything happens around Camarilla level. So this is one of the reasons why Camarilla is so powerful. If you don't have any other question, guys, and I don't see, we can call it a day. This webinar is recorded. It will be uploaded to ECS YouTube channel. I wish you a great trading day next week with new price action trading school. So as always, guys, cheers and trade safe.